early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes. Those votes were put there a number of hours before the...
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened with
That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the go. You know the thing.
Then I have an Article 2 where I have the right to do whatever I want as president, but I don't even talk about that. Well, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, "Pigs in a blanket," talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
Lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
Antifa exists.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Bad deal, should have never been thought of.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Watch Hillary examine the terrain. Watch a campaign with the man Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine in the membrane.
As far as my relationships with all people, I think I have great relationships with all people. I am the least racist person in this room.
Look, talk about education. School, not daycare. School. Help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone. Make sure the kids hear work.
And he's like this, and we were, I need water, help me, I need water, help. And this is on live television.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Then I have an Article 2 where I have the right to do whatever I want as president, but I don't even talk about that.
In my opinion, it's never too late. Little double sound check. So that's the story, folks.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
And by the way, I don't think that's some grand conspiracy. I think this is sort of what power is. I mean this at a sort of high level.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the go. You know the thing.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
They're not accountable to anyone. I get 10 to 12 million views a month, and they won't come out and address my progressive audience who isn't endorsing hashtag the vote. All those motherfuckers who didn't show up today at our town hall.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
You're dying. That's true. And it is what it is.
And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. Give me a look, though.
Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. To Delaware State, to Delaware State. But did you use the word smart? State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest class. Don't ever use the word smart state. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest to Delaware State, but class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, what they thought about it.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico. And he's like this, and we were, I need water, help me, I need water, help. And he's like, this is on live television.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family. I'm about to be 34 and I have no family. I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Not good. Believe me, not good.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
No good. No good.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Not good. Believe me, not good.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
All of a sudden we can't talk about Neanderthal DNA anymore.
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. People in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened.
Even before you do that, and not even including that, that's why I hardly even included that number, although in one state we have a tremendous amount of dead people, so I don't know. I'm sure we do in Georgia, too.
Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic motherfucking installation of whatever the fuck this is, also known as Above It All. Hopefully everyone's having a good day today. I'm having a pretty good day. I've got myself an elephant full of coffee. You know, it's always good to have that. Wow. So, hello Billiard Dilliard. Hello Desert Ren Spatskanen. Hello Nicholas Nordland. Hello Jaya. I don't know what I'm doing. Hello Mr. Freak Glitcher. Hello But Is It Art. Hello Billiard Dilliard again. Hello Dev J. Hello Yodeler Yodels. Hello Afraid Not Ampersand Ratchet. Hello Kalida. Hello JL, full name this time. Hello K-pop girl. Welcome. Hello Hamster. Hello Temporarily Embarrassed Goddess. Great username. How's everyone doing today? Flippin' sick. You're flippin' sick? Oh no. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the introductory experience. I love introductory experiences. I love to experience things in an introductory sense. Hello Zero PE, how's it going? I'm really trying my best here to I'm just kidding. This is like a really bad comedy sketch. It's fine. Like, I was just doing that for fun. Anyway, I'm selling out as we speak. Hamster, what? You're selling out as we speak? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Not good. Believe me, not good.
I need to get a sound drop. Someone look for me. A sound drop of Jimothy Dore saying corporate sellout. That, I need that. Like, I need, like, in, like, when he's screaming it in some capacity. If someone could get me that clip of Jimothy going corporate sellout like that, that would be amazing. I would love to add that to the board. Did you see the vid where Alex Jones have a meltdown about QAnon? Saying he's sick of Trumpers and Qers for being so stupid. It happens. I have not seen it, though. Jochin says, good day, everybody. Did I take my medication this morning? What day is it? Saturday? So, hello, Breyer. Look up any video he's done about progressive Dems. Well, that's your job. I don't want to do it. That's the thing. Is I'm outsourcing this. This is a delegation station. This is the delegation station on the pontification station. Hello, Vertigo. All right. So, this is going to be an interesting episode. If you're reading the title, obviously, this is going to be an interesting episode. I do have a bunch of news and clips and stuff. I've got Marjorie Taylor Greene going on Seb Gorka's show. I've got Nina Turner just existing in Jimmy Dore fanboys going hog wild. I actually think they're Brianna Joy Gray fanboys, to be honest. I've seen some links to that. I've got a clip here of Jimmy Dore going on Tucker Carlson. Yep, you bet, right? That's going to be fun to watch, so we'll get into that later. Fun Police, $4.99. Yeehaw. Thank you. Good morning, Andrea. Blue heart, blue heart, blue heart. All right, so tomorrow, either tomorrow or Monday, we're not fully sure yet. I will be transferring my body. I will be placing my body in New Jersey. So as I've been saying, I've had some family emergencies. And I will be going to New Jersey. I will be bringing my machine and my equipment. And so the show will happen over the course of the next week. I don't know what the setup's going to be like. I don't know how it's going to work. We'll deal with that when I get there. Best case scenario, I don't miss a day. So I would like to, if I do leave tomorrow or if I do leave on Monday, I would like to get, the show might have to be at 8 o'clock or something, but I would like to get something out. So I'm going to try not to miss a day, but if I do miss a day, if it's just like, fuck it, right, you know, fuck it, and then also fuck you at the same time, and then do it again afterward. So, Alex Jones vid. I might cover that. Let me look. Did you send it to me? Where is it? You sent it in the Discord. I don't see it in the Discord. Are you lying? Did you lie? Why would you lie to me? Is there a reason that you would lie in such a brazen fashion? Hello, Angela. I'm a big advocate of semi-yearly psychedelic use. I call it my mental enema. It's a great mental and emotional reset. Yo. Okay, I guess we'll get into it. Okay. 5 for me. I'm missing that show. Well, you can watch the VOD. No, I was asking Dev J to send it. Oh. Okay. Hello, Billy Rubin. Okay, so I tried mushrooms for the first time yesterday. Let me just tell you, I had a very, very, very interesting experience. I don't really know quite yet how to describe it in detail that makes sense, but I think anyone who's also done this kind of stuff knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I had a very intense experience. This is the first time I've ever done a psychedelic. I hope it will not be the last time, but, you know, we'll get into that later on. So, I really don't know where to start. So basically yesterday, as soon as the show was over, I went to my mailbox, and there was a box of mail in my mailbox. I didn't even go figure, right? And that box of mail had Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, right? I got it right up there. Check it out. Check it out. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. You can't see it too well, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, sealed PlayStation, right? I finally got Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, one of my favorite games, in a sealed PlayStation factor. And so I'm off to a good start. I'm in a good mood. I got Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good, more importantly. And then I decide to try mushrooms. Vertigo says, I've been thinking about running that again. Do I know you from Yu-Gi-Oh! Speedrunning? Is that possible? And I just don't remember you? Is that possible? Let me know. Okay, so I decided to try mushrooms. I did approximately 3 grams. Approximately. I don't know exactly how much it was, on a full on, but I'm hoping it was around that amount. And boy howdy, I got fucked up. I got really, really fucked up. So I don't know where to start, but I guess I'll start. I was trying to play Halo, and I really couldn't play Halo. I kept getting obsessed with the water. I was playing Halo 3, and I was so obsessed with, like, the waterfalls. You know, the first level of Halo 3 where you're in the jungle? Sierra 117, right? So there's, like, beautiful waterfalls, and I'm staring at the waterfalls, and I realize, bitch, there is no way I can play video games right now. So that's when I get up for the first time. And then I get up, and then, like, I'm moving on, like, I'm alive, right? So, like, I'm moving, my body is not sedentary. And then that's when I realized, that, like, one of the first thoughts, right, that I had, is I totally understand how people kill themselves with this shit. That was, like, my family was with me the whole time, and they were very alarmed by me saying that, but I totally get it, man. I was running around the house. I was freaking the fuck out. It was amazing, right? My favorite part of, like, the first hour was, like, opening and closing every door in the house. I just thought it was such a profound experience. It was amazing. It was amazing. I loved opening doors. Opening doors was so fun. I've never had so much fun turning a doorknob. Ever in my entire life, but it was the most brilliant experience of my life. So I'm running around the house, right? I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling fantastic, right? And so I made a deal that I wouldn't leave the house. Obviously I don't want to, leave the house and that kind of stuff. So I made a deal that if Max needed to go for a walk, someone else would take care of that and stuff like that. And so I'm running around the house. And so after about an hour and a half, this is where it gets extremely intense. So I went into, like, a very bizarre, I don't quite know how to describe it, because obviously I was in, like, a whole different universe. The best way I could describe this, is I felt like I experienced my entire life all at once, and it was extremely overwhelming, but in a good way. Like, it was extremely horrifying, but in a good way. And another thing is I do a lot of experimentation with lucid dreaming, right? And so I have a lot of very vivid, lifelike details from dreams that I've had. So I was experiencing, like, flashbacks of my entire life mixed with random dream versions of my entire life. It was an extremely bizarre circumstance. And it was fucking amazing, let me just tell you. I don't know if I would describe it as a good trip. I don't know. Like, it was a very traumatic experience, but in a good way. It was something I feel like I needed. Now, I want to say real quick that I feel fucking fantastic. Even right now, I feel fucking amazing. I feel like a completely refreshed person. The best way I could describe it is if you go for a long hike and you got, like, a bunch of shit on a backpack, and then, like, that moment where, like, you're done walking and you take the backpack off, right? That's what I feel like. Like, every single aspect of my life that's ever hurt me or made me upset or anything is just gone. I feel like I'm not anxious about anything, right? I just feel fucking fantastic, right? I feel fucking fantastic. I slept brilliantly. I don't know. I just feel fucking amazing. But yeah, so it was an incredible experience. Now, the hallucinogenic aspect of it was the most bizarre aspect, because like I was in and out of like my own kind of mental state while trying to like focus on something. So like, for example, one of the first things I noticed in the hallucinogenic aspect was like every time I'd look at my hands, I would do this a lot. I would just like do this in front of me, and every time I would do it, so like, you know how like you see your hands and then you pull them back and you don't see them, right? And then you like, so every time I do that, I'd have a different amount of fingers. So I'd have like 15 fingers. I've had I had like, 13 fingers. It was great. It was so good. I had 3 hands. It was amazing. Like, so when the moment where like the first bit of euphoria kind of like elapsed, and I was just kind of like, I was sitting on the couch, and this is the part where I'm like immobile. I was sitting on the couch for like 2 or 3 hours, and my family was like really upset. They were like not sure like what was happening. I told them obviously what was happening, but they were like they were very concerned for my safety. I was like, according to them, because obviously I have no conscious memory of objective reality. But according to them, I was just kind of like rocking back and forth, and like mumbling, "Am I okay?" for like a couple hours. So it was really interesting. One of like the most visceral aspects of this experience was like trying to retrace my steps. There was a moment where I just like kept trying to like rewind, because like I'm having all these like bizarre flashbacks, right? And I'm really trying to figure out how the fuck I got here, like what happened, right? It was so incredible. So like every time I would try to focus on like a detail of my morning, whether it be like walking the dog, drinking a cup of elephant, that kind of opening up Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, right? Like, it's over there. Speaking of forbidden memories, right? Like, oh my god! Speaking of forbidden motherfucking memories. Again, what a great game to get in the mail on the day I try mushrooms. Forbidden memories, talk about that, right? Also known as sealed memories in the Japanese title. But yeah, so for those of you that don't know, I have had a lot of traumatic experiences in my life. Like a lot. Like probably more than most people would at this point in their lives. And so that all came crashing to me at once. And it was it was a very fucking scary situation. It was a fucking horrifying situation but it was like in a good way. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it was viscerally, like, I was extremely afraid for my life. I thought that I was going to die. And, like, I was, like, thinking about dying. And then, like, I was, like, okay with dying. And it was great. And then I woke up and I'm not dead. And it's like, wow, that's amazing. Right? So, again, I really don't know how to describe it. I'm going to have to, like, unpack this for a while. I'm going to have to, like, think about this experience for a while before I give, like, more intimate details. But, my lord, an incredible experience. Obviously, do not do this at home. It is illegal, and if you do so, you will be sent to jail. I'm actually going to jail today. I actually just, I called up, I turned myself in right before the show started, and I turned myself in, so I'm going to be marched out to jail pretty soon here. That's the thing, is I don't know if I would classify it as a bad trip. I don't know, like, good or bad are words that I feel like are not descriptive enough of the situation. Like, it was scary, it was horrifying, I thought I was gonna die, but I wouldn't call it bad, because it was extremely fun, it was great. And like, I knew, like, one of the parts that I remember, was one of my, family members was in the living room, and they were on the phone, and they were, like, trying to, like, do a doctor's appointment or something. They were on the phone, and I kept trying, like, I was, like, in and out of it, right? Like, focusing on, like, my own internal thing going on, and then trying to, like, focus on, like, like, Max was, like, jumping on me and licking me. And so, like, I'd get snapped in and out. And so every time I would, like, get snapped in and out, and she was on the phone, right? And you have to keep in mind, like, I felt like this was, like, an experience that I felt like I relived, like, my entire fucking life all at once. So it's, like, this was, like, an experience that, like, felt like it lasted, like years of my life, it felt like. And so, like, I would get in and out of it. And so, like, I felt like I was just, like, experiencing years worth of information, right? And then, like, I'm kind of blurry, like, into reality a little bit, and I see them on the phone, and I think that, oh no, I'm dying. Like, they're trying to call 911 because I'm dying or something. That was not the case, obviously, but it really freaked me out. And that only escalated the like, kind of like, I felt like I was dying response. But again, it was all very, very beneficial to me. So, like, whether or not it was a so-called bad experience doesn't matter, because it was good at the end. And again, I feel fucking great. I feel great. I feel fan-fucking-tastic. I had no stomach problems or anything as far as guts go, Neatfar. But, wow. My lord, right? My fucking lord. Wow. I'm sorry, Cloud. I apologize if this is a triggering thing. I don't know why it would be, but I apologize. The intention before doing them is very important. I didn't really have much of an intention. Like, I just wanted to have a really good time, and I was excited. So, like, that was my intention. Yeah, so. Yeah, that's not the situation I was in, Angela. I had, people that had, I've done them before, right? But, like, there was a point where I could no longer use my phone. Like, I remember trying to use my phone. Oh my god, this is incredible. So, at one point, I'm trying to use my phone. Like, I'm sitting on the couch. Like, I'm really starting to get into the heat of it, right? And, like, I pick up my phone, and I'm like, I really want to, like, blog about this to someone. And, like, okay, so, you know how, like, I have an Android, right? So, you know how, like, when you're scrolling through, right? And, like, you do this. Like, you drag your phone, right? And it's, like, the icons move, right? So, like, I couldn't, like, I was, like, my thumb was, like, kind of, like, because I was, like, really, like, my motor skills. So, like, my thumb was, like, trying to, move over, but, like, on the screen. And so every time I did that, the icons would move, and then I would let go. And when they move and then, like, they kind of snap back and, like, jiggle? At least mine does. Like, look at this. Like, boom. Like, it just kind of jiggles, right? And so, like, that kept happening. And that was freaking me the fuck out, dude. It was so good. But, like, it was scary. I don't know. It was unbelievable. The best experience of my life, like, the whole thing was, like, the immediate afterglow. I took a big shower, and it was, like, the best shower I've ever had in my life. Oh, my God, right? Like, right? Like, I was just, like, I felt like I was cleaning off, like, all of the emotional baggage, like, that I've ever had in my life. I was just cleaning it off all at once. It was amazing. What a tremendous experience. It was very scary. Like, again, I experienced what I've been told is, like, ego death or some shit like that. I feel like that's what happened to me. It was very scary. It was very awesome. It was surreal. Beautiful experience. And, of course, don't do this at home, kids. Yeah. Wow. Does anyone have questions? If anyone has questions, I'd love to answer questions. Fun Police, $4.99. I'm so glad you're here and you're happy and you're still your awesome self. That was an incredible hearing your experience. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Again, again, it was extremely traumatic, but, like, in a good way. I don't know how to experience that. It was extremely traumatic, but in a good way. Because, like, I just feel great. Like, I just feel wonderful. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Wow. It was amazing. It was again one of, if not the best experience of my life, on multiple different levels. I did not stare into the mirror. I was a little nervous about that, so I have a mirror right there. And I flipped it over. I did not, like, one of the things I didn't want to do was look in a mirror for my first, like, attempt on this. Maybe the second time. Maybe the second time. But, the first time I was like, I'm afraid of mirrors. Like, I'm not a huge fan of mirrors to begin with. Given that I am a trans person and I have significant mental illness with that stuff, right? So I'm not a fan of mirrors to begin with, right? But, like, on drugs I've never tried before, fuck that, right? Fuck that. But, yeah, so, like, again, absolutely amazing. One of, if not the best experience in my life by far. And, I missed Jimmy Theodore and Tucky Carlson. I got that loaded. I'm going to do that today. Try DMT, you won't regret it. If that's an option at some point. Sure. I'm absolutely interested in trying lower doses as well. I would love to try, like, microdosing, see how that works. I would love to try all that kind of stuff. And so that's kind of going to be where I'm at, over the next, couple months. I'm going to be experimenting, I think, in a lot of different ways. But we'll see. I thought it was an amazing experience and I wanted to share that. Yeah. Again, if anyone has questions, let me know. Ego death is awesome because it's not permanent as long as you're still alive. That's the thing. It's just like, I felt comfortable with dying, and as a result, right? Why would I possibly be anxious about something if, like, I was okay with dying, like, 12 hours ago? You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I feel like I just shredded a bunch of emotional baggage in that experience. Catharsis. That's a good word. I like that word. Psilocybin is the driver of human evolution. Inkblot tests show the improved visual awareness that helped early humans hunt better. That's interesting. I would love to hear more about that if you have links to read later. I don't recommend DMT unless you are really ready. It is usually a far more of an... I got a lot of life left to live. Could I keep technical records of my experiences? What do you mean by that, technical records? No one recorded anything. So I kind of wish they did, because, like, I would love to know what I looked like from other people's perspective. I would love to know what I looked like from other people's perspective. As you can see, Max the dog is alive. Yeah. But, yeah. Again, I got a full show. Well, I don't know about, whatever a full show means. Like, what does the adjective full mean? I don't know. But I got a show planned. So, I'm down to answer questions throughout the rest of the stream in between segments. Yeah, there you go. That was kind of my basic story. One of the most bizarre things was, like, it was so weird. Like, I kept, like, moving my arms. I kept moving my arms, but, like, my arms weren't moving. But, like, they were moving. It was so weird. And, like, they kept, like, going through each other. It was bizarre stuff. There you go, Unknown Stoyle, 2x speed. Yeah, I know, like I said before, like, one of my immediate reactions was, like, as soon as I started feeling the effects, I was like, I totally understand how people can die with this stuff. Like, again, I was running all across the house. Like, I had made perfectly clear, my family made perfectly clear I cannot leave the house because, you don't know what happens. But I can totally understand why people, like, will fall off a cliff or something on accident. Like, I get it, man. It makes perfect sense. You should read the techniques of Don Juan, first year in college when our professor taught us such chemicals. It was a reference he gave. Good book. Feel free to like send me an email or a message to remind me if you would do so. What sort of things did I hallucinate? Again, the 15 fingers thing, that was incredible. I kept opening and closing doors. Again, like I tried to open and close and get into every single room in the house. And every time I would like again, what I would do is like I would grab the doorknob and I would swing the door open, and then like the blur of the door opening was like, wow. And then like a whole new room like with like stimuli appears, and like there's so many like pictures on the wall like poking at me, right? Like lights just like like it was incredible. It was incredible. Like a cobweb in like the fucking ceiling, like the corner of the ceiling, like there was a little cobweb. And it's like I was so entranced with that cobweb. I was like, wow, that is incredible. I was staring at it. It was amazing, man. One of the other things I kept doing as well is I was spinning. Like I would go into the room and I would spin around really fast. So I'd get kind of dizzy, and that would make everything way better. I don't know if I should have done that, but it was incredible. It was incredible. But yeah, wow. So good. So good. Yeah, I'm definitely very interested in playing with dosage. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm a little bit more skeptical of LSD, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not a huge chemical person. I'm more of like a natural person, if that makes sense. That is, I say after consuming estrogen every single day of my life for 3 years, right? Oops, whatever. But I don't know. I'm interested, but I don't, it's really based on if I can acquire such materials, and if I trust the materials that I acquire. Like, I would really need to trust someone when trying that, compared to a mushroom, I think. Hello, Inaliz. I love me some micro. Hell yes. Like the Game Boy micro. There you go. I think everyone should do shrooms at least once in their life, like maybe once my goal when I made this like kind of like thing is like I wanted to try a psychedelic before I was 25. So, accomplished. But yeah, I mean, really, again, it's an illegal substance, so it's like based on how you can get it, so it's like if you don't have access to it, then oops, right? But yeah, I mean, again, I feel absolutely fantastic. And again, I would absolutely, recommend it, I think. But at the same time, it's illegal, so you're going to go to jail if you do it. Again, I already turned myself in. The cops are on their way here now. So, yeah. One of my last acid trips, I had a friend over who's scared of spiders. I always leave a cat spider in my window to kill flies. Interesting. It was fun watching him try not to look. Yeah, that's actually really interesting. I have a huge phobia of bugs, but like, I don't know if I see a bug again if I'm going to be afraid of it. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, I really don't know how that's going to affect phobias or whatever. I really don't know. It's just, man, it was incredible. Again, wow, such a good experience. But again, I'm down to continue talking about this. But I'm going to get into some segments. So if y'all want to think of some questions while I get some news on here and cover some stuff, that would be great. And then in between the segments, I will answer the questions, and we can go from there. So I got this. This is interesting. This is an interesting situation. This is Sebastian Gorka on his talk show that no one watches with Marjorie Taylor Greene. And let's watch.
Congresswoman Greene, you're back on the line. Hopefully.
I'm sorry. This is a 7-minute clip. I don't know if I'm going to get through the whole thing. I would like to, because I'm sure this is going to be funny. But wow. Wow.
Congresswoman Greene, you're back on the line. Hopefully it will not be broken again.
Oh, I can't. The way this guy speaks, I'm sorry. It's gonna take 7 minutes is a lot to get through. Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Congresswoman Green, you're back on the line. Hopefully, it will not be broken again. Explain to our millions of listeners and viewers why you've declared that you will file articles of impeachment against President Joe Biden.
I'm filing articles of impeachment on Joe Biden on January 21st for abuse of power. Americans are fed up with corruption. We're fed up with career politicians that use their position, that they use their elected positions, elected by the American people.
I can hear someone breathing in this clip. I just want to say I can hear someone breathing. Is that Sebastian breathing into the mic? Who's breathing, and can they stop?
They're elected positions, elected by the American people, and they use it only for power and for money. Joe Biden threatened to withhold $1 billion of foreign aid to Ukraine just in order so his son Hunter Biden could make money with a Ukrainian energy company. Then Hunter Biden's laptop has been under investigation.
The laptop, do you remember that? The laptop from hell? You remember that? I don't.
Content have leaked out, but we know there, and we know that Hunter Biden, James Biden, and Joe Biden made money off of a Chinese energy company. This is a dangerous threat to America when you use the most powerful positions in this country and arguably in the world just to make your wallet fat. And this is outrageous. Joe Biden is on record himself. He's on video. It's all there that he truly did abuse the power of the vice presidency during his time with Obama. And we cannot have this type of leadership for America, especially...
I'm surprised she didn't say Barack Hussein Obama. Do you remember at the speech right before the Capitol insurrection when Donald Trump whipped out Hussein in the most egregious way you could possibly imagine? He was like, Barack Hussein Obama. And I was like, unbelievable. He just did that. And then everyone started freaking out. So I was just...
After the Democrats have led a 4-year witch hunt against President Trump when he was completely innocent and never found guilty of any crime.
Follow this lady. Support this lady. Right now, her Twitter account is MT Green with 2 E's on the end. She can explain that to you if we ask her. That's MT Green, 2 E's.
What is this guy?
With 2 E's on the end. She can explain that to you if we ask her. That's MT Green, 2 E's at the end. Follow her, support her. The news is so fresh. Your announcement of the impeachment of Joe Biden. Have any of your colleagues, either establishment Republicans or any of the incoming class, has anybody reacted? Has anybody said they'll support you? Have anybody said this is a bad idea?
Well, no, I'm actually speaking with many of them. And, for me, it's not about what my colleagues in Congress have to say. It's about the American people. It's about 75 million Trump voters that the majority of them know the election was stolen. And it's about the fact that even we can remove the political parties altogether, we cannot have someone that is so corrupt being the president of our country. We just can't. This is the whole reason why I ran for Congress, is I'm fed up, absolutely fed up with career politicians and with Congress that doesn't do anything for the American people. Well, the Democrats have lowered the bar of impeachment all the way to the basement in what they did yesterday. There was no trial for President Trump.
You don't need a trial when all that shit literally happened on live television in front of the whole world. Wow.
There was no evidence presented. There were no witnesses that came forward that said President Trump told me to attack the Capitol, which we know he did not. The attack on the Capitol was horrible. We've all condemned it. President Trump has condemned it. But he told his supporters to march peacefully and patriotically to the Capitol, and that's what he's on record saying. It's the Democrats that are on record for a year now for supporting, promoting, and even fundraising for Antifa and BLM riots that are responsible for burning cities, burning America.
I want to be very explicitly clear. There is no such thing as a BLM or Antifa riot. Doesn't exist. Antifa does not riot. BLM does not riot. How does BLM riot? That doesn't make any sense grammatically. Black Lives Matter rioters? What? Doesn't make any sense. The actual situation that occurs are the police are the ones that begin riots, and random people react to the riots. Like, I seriously don't understand how people can say it's a BLM riot. It doesn't, like, that's not how English works. And this is one of the reasons why if someone says BLM, I get automatically very skeptical of them, because when you make something an acronym, right? So when you don't have to say Black Lives Matter anymore, right? So it's not Black Lives Matter, which is a statement that every human being on earth should agree with. It's BLM. BLM. Like, what? It doesn't make any sense, right? There's very little, if much, any, like at all, documentation of Black Lives Matter protest organizers involved in riots. It just doesn't happen, right? There's maybe a couple examples, but when you compare that to like 10,000 different protests, and then when you compare that to what happened on January 6th, it's peanuts. It's nothing. What they are police brutality riots. Now, again, the Trump riots were called the Trump riots because Donald Trump incited the riots. Who incited a riot in Minneapolis? Was it Black Lives Matter? What does that even mean? The statement Black Lives Matter started a riot? Those are just 3 words in the English language that mean that Black Lives Matter. Who started the riot? Oh, right. The police did by murdering innocent people. Right? So the idea that it's a Black Lives Matter Antifa riot is just dumb, baby brain, stupid bitch bullshit. So let's move on.
American businesses attacking police officers and leaving 47 people dead in the United States of America. That's who the Democrats are. They are not the party that want healing, so like Joe Biden says, or unity, or wants peace. That's not what they want. They want to kick us off of social media. They want to take away our free speech. They want to declare everyone that...
They want to take away our free speech, yet who was the party? Which party was really going after repealing Section 230? Remind me. Was it Bernie Sanders that was trying to repeal Section 2? No. Was it Cory Booker? I know they hate that guy, right? Because he's black, and they always, like, isn't it weird? Like, they always talk about Cory Booker. Was he the one who wanted to repeal Section 2? No. Who was it? Right. It was Donald Trump who wanted to repeal Section 2. I forgot. Damn. How could I forget?
Had anything to do with the January 6th objection or is found anywhere near the Capitol on January 6th. They want to call those people domestic terrorists, and then they want to take away your gun rights. Furthermore, once they get Biden in the presidency, they want to pass all of the socialist agenda items that they have told everyone about.
Like what? What are the socialist agenda items, Marjorie? $1,400 stimulus checks? Should be $2,000. But what is the socialist agenda? Let me know.
The past year. This is a dangerous threat to America.
Oh, it's just the socialist agenda? What is the socialist agenda? I don't know. This is the socialist agenda. What? Well, it reminds me of this clip.
Bottom line, the American dream, the great American dream versus being a socialist hellhole.
That was a week before the election. Donald Trump on Fox News. Socialist hellhole. They're going to pass socialism. Well, what's socialism? That's what they do. They're socialist. Well, what policies are the socialist policies? Their policies are the socialist policies because they're socialist. What?
America, our freedoms are truly at threat like never before, and I'm not going to stand by silently and go along and get along and allow a man to enter the presidency without shining a spotlight on his abuse of power and corruption. America deserves better, and I'm willing to lead the fight on that.
Wow. Just your first...
Seb, I can't. Wow. I can't.
Deserves better, and I'm willing to lead the fight on that.
Wow. Just your first response. Did you hear that, my friends? I don't care what other politicians say. I care about the U.S. Constitution. 2 minutes left. You've got to support this lady, even if you're not a Georgian. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Congresswoman for the 14th District of Georgia. When I get asked, a lot of people are giving up hope and they say, what can I do? What can I do? And I say, run for local office. You're a small business owner.
Everything that Seb is saying right here, you should take to heart. If these dumb bitch motherfuckers can get elected to Congress in the United States, so can you.
You ran. Would you give that advice to the Americans who've had enough? 30 seconds.
Absolutely, Sebastian. That's the right thing to say. You know, Republican voters and people that support conservative ideas need to stop saying they're too busy and I have to work. That's not the excuse anymore. Being too busy and having to work and having a busy life has what led us to where we are today. We can't be complacent anymore. We're going to have to go the extra mile. We have to do it, or our children are going to lose the future that they deserve, and that's the American dream.
I predict that we are listening to a rising star. And I don't mean in the classic sense of adulation from the establishment, adulation from the elite, but a rising star in terms of the example set to the American people of what it used to mean to be a citizen politician and what it can mean again. Congresswoman Taylor Greene, God bless you. Thank you for what you're doing. I hope you'll be a regular guest on America First.
I would love it. Thank you so much, Sebastian. And you guys all have a great weekend.
Safe travels. God bless. Wow. See? That is the spirit that brings us victory. Follow that lady, MT Greene.
I love how they said if we ask her she can tell us, and then they didn't ask her. What's with the second E at the end? Why is it there? E for estrogen?
2 E's on the end. One day I will ask her why.
One day, why didn't you just do it now? It's maybe a 5-second question. Hey, why is there a second E? Oh, this is a second E because it means X. Alright, question answered. What? Does this guy legit have Ernie down here? What? This guy's got motherfucking Muppets in the background. Are you kidding me?
On Twitter, MT Greene EE. That's Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm Sebastian Gorka. And this is just the beginning of America First.
I gotta clip that. Oh my god. Someone remind me. Someone send me a message. This right here.
That's Marjorie of America. And this is just the beginning of America First.
I can't. That's amazing. Oh, I gotta clip that. That's must clip. Must. Wow. Well, that's what we're up against, everybody. Jeez. Interesting. In the words of our president,
only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Not good. Damn, dude, I feel fucking amazing. Let me read some motherfucking super chats. Yo, Fun Police, that fucking drooling emoji honestly might be the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Thank you for the 99 cents. JL, $5 dues. Green being elected is an abuse of power in itself. Agreed. Or should I say agreed? Right? Socialist agenda, fascist agenda, greater sign. Yeah, I read that incorrectly, but Gorka and Q-Bitch Green are a guaranteed bad trip. President Joe Biden. Jesus, this sounds like a literal Borat character. I can't with this motherfucker. Wow. President Joe Biden. I'm sorry, real quick.
Company. For months.
Looking again. Explain to our millions of listeners and viewers why you've declared that you will file articles of impeachment against President Joe Biden.
Wow, man. unbelievable. So unbelievable. Anyway, question time. Would I ever stream on shrooms? You'll have to wait, and see. It depends. It depends. We'll see. I don't, We'll see. We'll see. A dictator is someone who will have a violent mob overthrow the duly elected government in order to stay in power after the democratic process rejected him. Yep. Hey, Bodan. Hey, Laura. Hello, Zed50. Hello, Home. Spoopy Penguin. Man, I am starving. I barely ate last night. I should eat, but I will do so after this. But damn, I'm starving. Yeah. If anyone has questions about my mushroom experience, again, I'll answer any in-between segments. I've got some other stuff I want to talk about, and we'll get into that. A President Joe Biden. Hello, Bella. Have you ever seen the 3-hour stream when Destiny had a bad shroom trip? Legitimately such a punishing watch. No. I don't like Destiny. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a prick. I'm just saying, like, feel free to send me highlights, though. I'm down. How much should I take? 3 grams. Taxes go for the rich. We can only hope. I love taxes. Hey, I'm starving, too. I want a Sicilian pizza and think I'm going to make one. I have a Quest pizza in the freezer. And I'm probably going to pop that in the oven pretty soon here. And by pretty soon, I mean after the show is over. What kind were they? I do not know intimate details about the generational information. But I could maybe acquire that for you. It will be nice to see the wealthy pay taxes again. I mean, newsflash, Joe Biden's president, not Bernie Sanders. So they're not going to be paying taxes. Yeah. Anyway, there's some bullshit. And in the words of our president, I want to start this segment with the words of our president.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
All right, so Nina Turner, who I love and adore, and she's great, posted, "Help grow the squad." Right? She's trying to get elected in Ohio's 11th district. She's amazing. Donate to her if you have the cash. After, of course, you donate to me as well. So Nina Turner says, help grow the squad. Right? Now, over the last month, right, I have been covering a growing insurgency of dumb motherfuckers that call themselves leftists. And they can think they're leftists, that's fine. I'm not going to say you're not a real leftist. I think that's a interesting thing to say. But they're dumb. They're dumb as fuck, right? I'm talking about the force to vote people. I'm talking about the force to vote people. So I'm going to scroll down, and the reason why I'm on a logged out browser, you might be wondering, is because I have a lot of these people blocked over the last couple days. I have blocked a significant amount of, force to vote people. They've been very disgusting. Most of them are transphobic. They're all dumb, and really, I'm just honestly sick of their shit. So on my main account, if I scroll down, you're going to see almost nothing but good tweets, right? Because I got all those dumb motherfuckers blocked. But then I decided I'm going to use an incognito window. Let's scroll down. So we got some motherfuckers in here. So, no thanks, right? And then you see this, whatever this is. I don't even what is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. For what? Telling us M4A is a joke vote, but impeachment is an absolute must. Right? Again, what the fuck? Okay, so reminder, the force the vote strategy, for those of you that don't know, the force the vote strategy was you vote for Pelosi and get something in return, and they specifically wanted Medicare for all floor vote in return. Not housing guarantee, not more stimulus, not any other sort of concessions. They specifically demanded Medicare for all, even though it would not pass, right? So now these people are saying, oh, we got to vote out AOC and replace her with COA, right? Okay, so you're great. You replace AOC with COA, and then you're in the same position. You got one or two different people in Congress. They have no power, right? So instead of, voting for Nina Turner, they're shitting all over her and saying they're going to, support the corporate Democrat opposition. What? Let's keep going. Again, there's a, hashtag fraud squad. I think I'll pass. What? You're better than the squad. Right? And then, why are they trying to cancel Nina Turner? Who are these motherfuckers? With an S. Serious. People have mixed feelings about the squad, Nina. Hashtag Medicare for all. Hashtag Mama Bear. These people think they're smart. Right? I know. It's incredible. They think that not only are they smart, but they think they're smarter than everyone else. These are the Elon Musk left kind of people. Literally. The INTJ sort of bizarre psychopath motherfuckers. That's what this is. Okay, you're going to replace AOC, and then you're in the same predicament. You've got one person in Congress who has no power. Great. So instead of replacing corporate Democrats with people like Nina Turner, fuck that. I'm going to replace progressive Democrats with people like Joe Crowley. And then we're going to get Medicare for all, right? Facts and logic, right? Kenneth Payne? Sorry. Until the squad starts delivering, they are a lifestyle brand only, and I'd rather use my money for drinking or healthcare. Right, let's see. Shit. What did the squad do wrong? Many people, me included, believe they've capitulated to the party and not even attempted to fulfill the promises that got them elected. Why are they saying that? Because Jimmy Dore told them to. Because Brianna Joy Gray told them to. You want to know what's interesting? Brianna Joy Gray has a Force the Vote Slack channel. If you don't know what Slack is, it's like Discord, but for workers. It's the same setup. And they spammed this tweet in there and brigaded it. So we have utilitarian. I'm a utilitarian. Oh, yes, I'm a utilitarian. So one voted for Nancy Pelosi. Reminder, the Force the Vote strategy literally demanded that they vote for Nancy Pelosi. It was part of the motherfucking strategy. It was vote for Nancy Pelosi, get something in return. Right? They didn't force the vote. Oh my god, what? Okay, so 2, demanding nothing of value for their vote, they got pay-go concessions. Now, if you want to say pay-go concessions are not enough, sure, I'm right there with you. But to say they got nothing of value is a lie. That is a lie. 3, refuse to force Pelosi to hold a vote on M4A so they could get appointed to committees. Do you know how you get a floor vote? You have to go through a committee first. Just saying. And for Nina Turner, praised Jamie Harrison, a lobbyist, for being appointed DNC chair. Dude, if you're running as a Democrat, that's what you do. Jamie Harrison, I don't know him that well, but the claim that Jamie Harrison is equivalent to Joe Biden or something is just ridiculous. And then lastly, generally all talk and no game. So the $2,000 Cash Act that got 2/3 majority in the House, all talk, no game. Making the Green New Deal part of public consciousness for the first time ever, all talk, no game. What? These people are fucking dumb. I support you, but I don't think you should associate yourself with the fraud squad. You have backbone. What? And then look at this. Fucking People's Party avatar. Please be better than the squad. The squad sucks. We don't need any more of them to stand in the way of Medicare for all. Okay. So it's not Nancy Pelosi standing in the way of Medicare for All. It's not Hakeem Jeffries. It's not Steny Hoyer. It's not Kevin McCarthy. It's not any of these Republicans. No. It's AOC. Right? You primary AOC, replace AOC with COA, you get Medicare for All instantly. It's just that simple. Right? It's just that simple. Duh. It's AOC who won't give us health care. It's not fucking hundreds of years of privatization of crucial industries and a failed system of governance. No. It's AOC. She's the problem. It's not private lobbyists in corporate America that's the problem. No. It's not the Republican Party. Nah. It's not the Senate. Nah. It's AOC. She's standing in the way of healthcare. If she would just step aside, we'd get healthcare tomorrow. Facts and logic. This is depressing. Just focus on the issues. Since the squad has delivered squat, make moves, advocate, push policy. We don't need more hot air in Congress. Again, it's not Nancy Pelosi. If Nancy Pelosi had her way, we'd have Medicare for All tomorrow. It's AOC who's standing in the way because, in the words of our president,
only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Anyway, I've read enough. You can keep scrolling. There's literally hundreds of this. Look. I'm gonna just look at this. See? Look, it just keeps going. Look. And yeah, there's some positive comments, yes, but look at all this. Look. What the fuck? Right? Like, what? Why are there so many comments? Let me look at how many there are in general. 278 comments. Maybe 200 of those are dumb bitch fuck brain motherfuckers. Unbelievable. But again, they're not sending their best. It's only going to get worse. Without force the vote, she'll need to be even more contrarian to stand out. Yep, it's only going to get worse. It's just so fucking stupid. These people are so fucking stupid. They're so fucking stupid. They're just so motherfucking stupid. And I know I'm enunciating that, right? But they are so fucking dumb. God damn it, they're dumb as shit. And speaking of force the vote people that are dumb as shit, guess who was on Tucker Carlson last night? You guessed it. So here's the full segment, 4 minutes. Let's go.
Well, last night we played you tape from the CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, admitting that his campaign of censorship against Donald Trump really applies to you. And it's just the beginning. He made that clear in this video from Project Veritas.
Wait, okay, what? Okay, so Jimmy Dore is going to go on Tucker Carlson. They're going to play Project Veritas as a source. Project Veritas as a source. And then Jimmy's going to come on and not say, hey, by the way, Project Veritas is garbage. He's just going to say, yeah, the fucking sellouts.
Focused on one account right now, but this is going to be much bigger than just one account, and it's going to go on for much longer than just this day, this week. I don't believe this is going away anytime soon, and the moves that we're making today around QAnon, for instance, is one such example of a much broader approach that we should be looking at and going deeper on.
This is going to be much bigger than just one account. Now, that may be of concern to...
Now, I want to make it explicitly clear what my position is. I don't think they should be banning anybody. But guess what? They've been banning people literally for over 10 years. If you are trans on Twitter and you have a radical feminist tell you you're a man and you say fuck you in response, you get banned. They don't. That's how Twitter works, right? Twitter has banned trans people every day for years. Twitter has banned gay people every day for years. Twitter has banned black people every day for years. Twitter has banned socialists every day for years. Twitter has banned immigration activists every day for years. Was Tucker Carlson talking about that? Nah. But now Donald Trump is gone. QAnon is gone. All of a sudden, now Jimmy Dore cares about it. Isn't that interesting? Now, again, I don't think people should get censored. But there is a difference between censoring a large government account trying to incite a civil war and censoring a transgender person with 300 followers who's defending themselves from a radical feminist who pretends that they're a feminist. Right? Those are different scenarios. The blanket big tech censorship is just dumb. It's dumb. And you know what the response is? Antitrust. Fucking break them up. That's what the response is. Why is Twitter the public square? Right? I think we should have places like Parler. We should have other sorts of social media. We should have places like Mastodon, Reddit. All these social media companies, they should have fucking break them up and have 15,000 times more. That's the answer. Are they going to pitch that answer? Nah, of course not. Let's watch.
Jimmy Dore hosts the Jimmy Dore Show. His views are on the opposite end from Donald Trump, but his views are still hated by a lot of the people in charge. So Jimmy Dore, how does this make you feel?
Look at this fucking guy. Like, look at this, like, bizarre suit thing he's got going on. It's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Well, it makes me feel really uncomfortable that this new censorship push is coming from the left. Just like
now, the left is pushing for censorship. What? What? The left is pushing for censorship? What? It's not maybe the centrists? No, it's not the centrists. It's not the corporatists? No. It's not the far right that wants to literally repeal Section 230, which is a free speech protection? No, not at all. It's the left. What? No distinction between Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders and AOC and socialists or communists? Anarchists? Anarchists support censorship? What? Oh, it's the left. What?
Warned the left when they were pushing evidence-free conspiracy theories called Russiagate and McCarthy smearing.
Right. Russiagate was pushed by the left. It wasn't corporatists. It wasn't mainstream Democratic Party officials. No. It's the left. Because when you're on Tucker Carlson's show, it's left versus right. There's no middle. There's no nuance. It's just left. Everyone on the left is evil. Fuck the left.
All their political enemies, that of course, whenever you do McCarthy smearing or Russiagating or things like that, you're propping up the surveillance state, you're propping up the establishment, and they're going to come back to bite you. And that's exactly what happened with Bernie Sanders. He got caught up with doing Russiagate, and of course, they smashed his campaign by...
Real quick. What is got caught up doing Russiagate? That's not English. I'm sorry. That's not English. That is literally, that is a different language. That is like, maybe Jimmy Dore should run for president on the People's Party line. If Donald Trump can win the presidency with a 4th grade education, I'm sure Jimmy Dore could win the presidency with a 3rd grade education or a 2nd grade education. Got caught up doing Russiagate? What? That is not a sentence. Now, what is Russiagate? Okay, it's another binary that these people use. Either Russia manipulated and stole the election and it's all their fault, or Russia doesn't even exist. What's Russia? I don't know. Those are the only options in the Jimmy Dore world. It's not, I don't know, Russia paid troll farms to influence people on Facebook to vote a specific way, which, duh, of course they did. Every fucking country on earth would do that. The United States does that to every other country on earth. But you're saying Russia? Oh, it's impossible that Russia bought a few Facebook advertisements? No, it's impossible. It's impossible in the Jimmy Dore fantasy world. And if you even claim that Russia even said something, that Vladimir Putin even uttered the words Donald Trump ever in his life, if he has ever said, well, Donald Trump, then you're crazy. You're caught up doing Russiagate, whatever that means. What? This guy's dumb as fuck.
By Russiagating him, saying that Russia was...
Russiagating? What? That's a verb? Hey, Yo, does anyone want to go Russiagate? Yo, man, I'm hungry. Does anyone want to go Russiagate over to the fucking pizza joint? Anyone? Yo, good morning, everybody. Y'all want to get up and go do some Russiagates? What?
Supporting him exactly. So this scares me because it seems like on the left, they can I just tell you the Capitol riot did not happen because we didn't have enough censorship. That is a ridiculous idea. Okay, Silicon Valley has turned into an extension of the Democratic Party. Glenn Greenwald just experienced that, right? I mean, what is going on right now is crazy. So just freedom of speech is the first in the Bill of Rights because it's important, because popular speech doesn't need protecting. It's unpopular speech that needs protecting. That's why it's first. The war on terror was already used to take away our free speech rights, to take away our rights.
My problem with Jimmy Dore is, again, he says a lot of stuff I agree with. Is the war on terror a problem when it comes to free speech? Abso-fucking-lutely. Is Silicon Valley having problematic relationships with politicians? Not just the Democratic Party. It's both parties. Who are the most popular posters on Facebook? Dan Bongino, Ben Shapiro? Those are Democrats? Dan Bongino is a proud Democrat? What? Ben Shapiro is a proud Democrat? What?
Right of protection from invasive searches from the government.
Only the really,
and now they're going to use this even
I
more.
hate to say this,
Joe Biden has
but
already
those
said he's
with the
use
lowest
They're using it as
IQ.
a domestic terrorism threat. And let me just tell you something. They never sent. We know who gets censored. People who are pro-war never get censored. People who tell the truth about war get censored. That's why I'm being censored. That's why my channel gets.
Okay, Jimmy Dore is being censored. He's being censored. So Jimmy Dore goes on Fox News, the most popular cable news channel. And then, not only does he go on Fox News, he's not going on Lou Dobbs' show. He's not going on Fox and Friends. He's going on Tucker Carlson, the most popular show on the most popular cable news channel. And he's being censored? It's not me that's being censored, right? Having people do smear campaigns about me, right? Trying to kick me out of certain community. That's not censorship. No way. Nah. Having accounts get banned for defending transgender people? No, that's not censorship. You're not being censored unless you've got 1 million YouTube subscribers and go on Fox News. That's real censorship. When you start up a stream and get $500 super chats within 10 minutes, that's censorship.
Throttled. That's why my so this is I just lost 4,000 Twitter followers for no reason. So
oh, you lost 4,000 Twitter followers. Wow. That you got censored. How many Twitter followers do you have? In fact, let me go look. I'm going to look it up. How many Twitter followers does this guy have? You lost 4,000. Damn. It's amazing. Oh, right. 261,000. Wow, you lost 4,000 followers. Dude, I'm so sorry about that. You got censored.
I don't understand how the left has to keep relearning this over and over and over. And, you know, the first person to be deplatformed was WikiLeaks and Julian Assange. And this would be a great way for Donald Trump to stick the thumb back in the eye of these people, is to pardon Julian Assange if he knows what's good for freedom of speech and freedom of the press.
So, why are they pushing Julian Assange? Why not Edward Snowden? Why not Chelsea Manning? Come on. Why not Reality Winner? What the fuck? Why Julian Assange? They always focus on Julian Assange. Am I saying Julian Assange is not important? No. But isn't Trump the administration that threw him under the bus? What? So why not say, hey, Edward Snowden and Chelsea Manning got fucked over during Obama. I'm going to pardon them to say fuck you to Obama. Nah, it's Julian Assange. You realize that. Now, again, Julian Assange is an extremely important issue. He should not be in the situation he's in right now, and that is, gotta make that explicitly clear. But these people will only focus on Julian Assange. Fuck the rest of the whistleblowers. Fuck them. Fuck them. I hope they die, for all I care. Fuck them. It's only Julian Assange I care about. The guy that Trump fucked over.
He should take this moment and pardon Julian Assange.
I didn't used to think that, and I totally agree with it, partly because you convinced me through the force of your argument. I think that's absolutely right. So I hope you will come
I thought this guy was going to say force the vote for a second.
Yeah, please.
Can I just say, Tucker, this all started with the failure of neoliberalism. Why did Donald Trump get elected? So they couldn't ever come to terms with why he got elected. So it was corporate lefty journalists who pressured social media outlets to start censoring people who weren't adhering to this official narrative. And that's what's going on here.
So, okay. Donald Trump got elected because Twitter censored me.
And that's what's scary. Neoliberalism is a failed ideology, and that's why they're now using censorship to control the narrative, because they can't back it up.
And I hope you made a really evocative point, which we don't have time to explore.
So notice that this guy is not delineating the differences between the left and neoliberalism. He's not. He uses the term left, and then he uses the term neoliberalism interchangeably. Now, are Fox viewers going to know that there's a difference between the left and neoliberalism? No. They're going to say, oh, neoliberalism is the left, and I got to be on the right to combat it. Isn't that interesting?
Hope you'll come back and explain sometime why people who are against pointless wars get censored, not those who are for them. No one will ever censor Bill Kristol. And anyway, I hope you'll come back on that topic. Jimmy Dore, great to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, I want to make it explicitly clear. If you go on Fox News, I don't necessarily have a problem with that. But when you go on Fox News and reinforce the narratives of Fox News, when you don't give any pushback at all, that's a problem. And yes, there are a lot of people that have gone on Tucker Carlson Show or Fox News in general that have pushed back even a little bit. And I think that that's a net positive. But if you go on there and you're Jimmy Dore and you go on there and say, I got censored. I have 1 million YouTube subscribers. I just bought a $2 million house and I got censored. Wait, was your channel banned? No. I just lost like 2 followers. I lost 1% of my follower base. I'm censored. Oh no, I'm censored. Fucking idiot. Absolute and utter fucking idiot. Jesus.
Dumb people, liberal people, dumb.
I just fucking wow. What a dullard. What a dullard. Elephants are afraid of bees, my favorite username. Thank you for just existing. I love that username. Let me drink some coffee from my elephant. Reminder, I also have elephants on my wall. God bless. I get 10 to 12 million views a month. I'm being censored.
They're not accountable to anyone. I get 10 to 12 million views a month, and they won't.
I get 10 to 12 million views a month, yet I'm being censored. I just like, how dumb are you to believe that? Like, imagine like the Jimmy Dore fan who's watching that, and they're like, damn, Jimmy got censored. Oh no, I gotta go on Twitter and defend his honor because he got censored. And then when you go on Twitter to defend his honor, all you do is attack transgender people. Jimmy Dore got censored. I'm gonna attack transgender and gay people. Yeah. It's fucking ludicrous. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. These people are fucking dumb as shit. Dumb as fuck. Like, they're just dumb as motherfucking fuck. $3. Fun police. Thank you. I really do. I really do thank you. Jesus. Just fucking giving me all your money. I mean, I'll take it. Thank you for the love. I love everybody. Especially after yesterday. Let me just tell you, I love everybody. I am like, wow. Like, again, I cannot explain what my brain is like right now, but damn, man, I feel fucking good. I feel fucking good. Alright, so that's my show for today. I appreciate you for showing up. I've got some other stuff, but I'll do that in the morning maybe. I gotta pee, I gotta eat, and I gotta pack. Because again, I am going to be traveling. I'm going to be traveling to a location also known as New Ass, Motherfucking Ass, Goddamn Ass, Son of a Bitchin' Ass, Jersey. Because there's a family emergency, and my assistance is required. And I will be bringing my equipment. I will be streaming there, so like, you know, I don't know what I'll have to settle in before I know exactly what I'm going to be able to do. So, you know, bear with me. We'll figure it out. And that's going to be the situation. So I'm either going to leave tomorrow or the next day. Now, if I leave on Monday, we still haven't figured this out yet. I'll consider doing a Sunday run day tomorrow. It might not be as long because I still, I have to pack and do all kinds of stuff, and I'd have to like pack up my computer before the night's over. But I'll consider like popping on a game or something. Christian, $24.99 super chat, no comment. Wow, is that Russia? No, thank you so much though. I appreciate it. I do. But yeah, so I don't know what that's going to be like. I'm going to continue streaming. I don't know if the time is going to be okay. I'm going to continue to try to do 10 a.m. But, it might be easier to do like 9. It might be easier to do like 1. I don't know. I'm going to try to keep 10. But again, it really depends on how things go. So I'll keep y'all posted in both the Discord and on Twitter and probably in the form of YouTube as well. I would love to see my good friend Joseph of the Mud, but there's kind of a pandemic going on. So, get the fuck away from me, Joseph. Hope everything is okay. Everything is not okay. Everything is really, really bad, actually. But, whatever. Swing by Hoboken for some good green. Are you in Hoboken? Because, I'll consider it. Maybe. Again, if this were like any normal circumstances, right? Obviously, I'd be totally willing to meet up with people that live in New Jersey that follow me. I'd love to. That would be great. But obviously, there's a pandemic going on. So, if you really want, if you're like nearby, if you're like 40 minutes away or something, like if you want, we can maybe try to figure something out. Maybe. But like, come on, man, right? Like, it's probably not gonna happen. But like under normal circumstances, maybe a year from now, when the thing is over and all that, and and I go back up there every now and then anyway, so it's like But I don't know. If you're interested in trying to maybe do something. Like, if you want to, like, drive to the, to where I'm at and wave at me through the window, I'm fine with that. That's okay. Right? Like, drive to where I'm staying, wave at me through the window, that's cool, right? Like, fuck it, why not? But, yeah, so I'm going to stop the stream. And I, again, appreciate all of you for being here. Again, I am a completely rejuvenated person. I'm like 2.0, right? That's what I feel like. I'm 2.ass motherfucking O. Russiagating is when you tailgate, but instead of beer and chairs, you bring vodka and squat. Hell yes! Hell yes! Thank you for the $5. I would be interested, again, depending on the direction of this channel, and after the pandemic, I would be very interested in doing, like, live shows. So, theoretically, like, I'm just throwing this idea out. Would anyone be interested in if I were to, like, rent out a fucking, like, club or something and then do, like, a live show and then people, like, pay to attend? I'd be down for that. I've always wanted to do stand-up. Right? So, I'm down with that in the future. There's, the sky's the limit, to be honest. But elephants are afraid of bees. If you want to give me whatever you want to give me, I will take it. Whether or not you request dollars in return, that's no issue. Because I'm going to need to find some way to do that kind of stuff. I'm just saying. But I don't necessarily want to cross state lines with that sort of material. But anyway, I appreciate all of you, and I don't know. What the fuck? This is cool. Just everything about this whole scenario is pretty cool. But again, there you go. My talent has no limits. Thank you. I appreciate that. Again, I am post psilocybin, so this is only going to be like, I'm like a rejuvenated new person. So it's only going to get better from here. So I'm just saying. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That's it. There's nothing else. Well, there actually is something else, but fuck you.
They're not accountable to anyone. I get 10 to 12 million views a month.
And this is just the beginning of America First.
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened. Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
And he's like this, and we were, I need water, help me, I need water, help. And he's, this is on live television. 8 months after his alleged meeting with the Burmese executives, so this, Burmese, they say, pronounce it Burmese, a real beautiful company.
In my opinion, it's never too much. Little double sound. So that's the story, fellas.
The battle of righteousness versus Satan. Yes, Satan. Because these leftists are evil.
You will file articles of impeachment against President Joe Biden.
You haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black robe, and the votes. Those votes were put there early in the morning. They went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes. Those votes were put there a number of hours before the...
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. People in law and order. People in law. People in law and order. We have people. 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 We have people in law and order.
Antifa exists.
Then I have an article too, where I have the right to do whatever I want as president, but I don't even talk about that.
Look, talk about education. Help? They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio to help them. School, not daycare. School. school, not daycare. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night.
Watch Hillary examine the terrain. Watch a campaign with the man Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine in the membrane. Tim Kaine in the brain.
And then they have cans of soup. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. My family. My family. And he's like this. And we were, I need water. Help me. I need water. Help.
There you have it. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
The good news is, for me, I'm here. The bad news for you is, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm coming back.